going on, guys? My name is Zora, and welcome to Steins the Distant Valhalla. Now, this game requires a bit of an introduction, and I'm kind of excited. So, before we jump into this game is basically a sequel to the original Steins visual novel. Now, I know I was gonna do a Let's Play, or I was doing a Let's Play of the original Steins visual novel, but seeing how Steins Elite is coming out next year and that's basically the same story, I felt I should wait. I should hold off and wait for that to come out and do a Let's Play on that. Because if I did the original Steins and did Elite, it would feel too much like the same thing, and I really want to do Elite for the channel, so I put that on hold. In the meantime, I recommend you watch either the Steins anime, or play the Steins visual novel yourself, or watch a Let's Play of it. And if you need a channel, I recommend Michael SK. Now, the Distant Valhalla. This is actually not Distant Valhalla, this is the Distant Valhalla Valkyrie's Rebirth. So basically, a couple years ago, there was a novel released that was a sequel to the Steins visual novel, and that takes place on a world line where Okabe and Daru is captured by SERN. And well, fans decided to make a visual novel based on it. Fast forward to now, more fans decided, you know what, let's polish up the original Distant Valhalla visual novel, fan-made visual novel, and make it better to make it a bit more enjoyable. At least that's what I get from reading. Again, I didn't really know much about the fan-made version of this, but I'm excited because Steins is one of my favorite visual novels. Is my favorite visual novel, and the anime is also my favorite anime. I'm a huge Steins fanboy. If there is anything that I'm a fanboy of, it's Steins. So I'm really excited to jump into this. Again, before we get started, watch the anime, play the visual novel, watch Michael SK's Let's Play, do any of those, or, you know, if you want to do the anime and the visual novel, I highly recommend watching the anime first, mainly because by the way, the first couple episodes will seem kinda slow. That's a big argument. Give it time to jump into the story. You'll get intrigued, I promise. But basically, I recommend watching the anime first because it's a lot like, you know, reading a book and watching the movie. If you read the book first, you'll be disappointed by the movie because the movie cuts a lot of stuff out. But, you know, if you watch the movie first, then read the book, that means you got the story, but now you get introduced to all of the side stuff, and, you know, all the stuff that wasn't cut out. So you just end up more excited. But anyway, I'm excited. Everything changed 1 year ago. The day when my ordinary university student life was taken away from me. Sometimes, I still hear the gunshot as an auditory hallucination. Oh, Mayuri, no! Don't remind me! Those letters, too, have burned into my eyelids. I failed. I failed. I failed. I failed. I failed! When I read those words, I realize just how strongly the universe desires a cruel ending. Suza and Mayuri became sacrifices to my carelessness. All of that because we accidentally invented a time machine. Since I didn't want to accept any of this, I went back in time. I time leaped again and again, but that ended when I realized it was hopeless. I gave up, and the future stayed the same. Our precious time machine was stolen. We were captured and sent here to SERN. Everything changed from that moment on. This was 1.5 years ago. But now is the time to end this. Operation Valhalla is about to begin. Reunion, Chapter 1. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh! The Distant Valhalla. A majestic, enormous hall which belongs to Odin, the leader of gods in all Scandinavian legends. They put a lot of work into this. I can tell just by the first few seconds. It actually feels like like Steins Gate. Props to the people who made this. What seemed like a humble apartment building from the inside was actually an enigmatic research facility on the French side of SERN's territory. The building is surrounded by other research establishments, so even from here, the third floor, you wouldn't be able to get a wide open view. The inner courtyard below was completely devoid of people as I entered, and the withered trees made it feel even more lonely. It is located in the very heart of the world's greatest particle physics research organization. Approaching the open roof terrace door, I walked down the corridor. The ice-cold European December weather is so frigid that anyone caught outside would hesitate to breathe in. Inside of this ice-cold environment, a girl is gracefully sitting on the only bench within the heavily fenced area outside. The girl who I haven't seen in about a year and a half was engulfed in an unapproachable aura full of dignity. One could tell that she hasn't changed at all since that time, and that a part of the reason for shaping her like this is to be blamed on my own carelessness. Something I'm fully aware of. The girl, not yet aware of my presence, is intently looking up into the distant sky. Starlight handshake. I wonder what she's thinking about. I don't know, but her facial features, her voice, her mannerisms. I can vividly recall all of it. I always wanted to meet her again. It has been a year and a half. Now that I think about it, our time together barely lasted 2 weeks. In comparison, the long months of being apart felt like an eternity. Even so, this girl is one of my closest friends. Swallowing my gathering tears, I noticed the surprised expression on her face. Assistant, I addressed her courageously. It's been a while. Okabe, why? Makise Kurisu, completely dumbfounded, stands up and begins to slowly walk towards me. If you can't tell, I know we're supposed to be serious for a moment, but this is awesome. I came to pick you up. Just when I thought she was speechless. Pfft. Hey, I'm being serious here, so why is she bursting into laughter? Playing it cool as always, eh? Good job, you immature, pretentious lunatic. Even though it's been a year and a half, you're still hyoin kyomaing as always. Don't turn my true name into an auxiliary verb. Also, despite appearances, I only recently returned to hyoin kyoma mode. Basically, I'm just trying to feign bravery, and to be honest, I'm shivering ever so slightly right now. My knees feel like they'll collapse at any second. However, that's something that I cannot tell Kurisu. After a small shrug, Kurisu stands up and faces me. Step by step, as if confirming something, she walks closer to me. Hey, Okabe, am I still a lab member? Obviously. I see, I'm glad. Oh, my babies. My babies. My babies. Oh, it's so cute. Suddenly, Kurisu's face fills with gloom as she jumps into my chest. I never thought I'd ever see you again. I tightly embrace her slim body. With my very being, I want to confirm the reality of her warmth and presence in my arms. I thought you and Hashida were already dead. He doesn't die till 2025. Did you not? Oh, Jesus Christ. What a fangirl you. I'm sorry. Right now, I'm like bursting with joy right now. I know it's a sad. It's probably a very sad game. I still am excited. Sorry, their demand for mad scientists and perverted hackers is limited. Quit playing cool already, you immature Luna. Christina. I'm not crying. No matter how you look at it, she definitely is. Even her voice is shaking. However, a nonchalant teasing about that fact is something we cannot do anymore. Everything from that time when we were just innocently following our own curiosity has drastically changed. And right now, we don't have the time to celebrate our reunion. Christina, we're escaping. Really? Escaping? Where? I told you, I'm here to pick you up. Wait, so you're seriously? SERN escape plan. Codename Operation Valhalla. Together, let's go back to Akihabara, Kurisu. Yeah. I'm only reaping what I sowed. I always understood that perfectly, but it still took me 1.5 years to adjust to this unfair reality. 2 of my irreplaceable comrades became sacrifices due to my carelessness. One of them was my hostage. The other one, my best friend's daughter that came from the future. In front of so many sacrifices, I couldn't do anything but accept it. And so, I've been led to this place, SERN, the particle physics research facility that, in the year 2034, successfully develops a time machine and leads the world into a dystopia. A research organization having dark plans, Suzuha's enemy, the ones responsible for Mayuri's death, and the ones who put us into lenient confinement. SERN, who are doing time travel research in absolute secrecy, couldn't let that slide and sent the Rounders, their underground henchmen organization, to stop us. The unforgettable 13th of August 2010. We were casually hanging out in our lab in Akihabara when they struck. That's when and where Mayuri was shot. My only hope was the cooperation with Amane Suzuha, aka John Teeter, a traveler from the year 2036, to help her make a change to the future. But that too ended in failure. Suzuha committed suicide in the year 2000. I couldn't send the D-mail to erase the memories we created with her. I tried to resist by using the time leap machine, but it was hopeless. In the end, our time machine was stolen and we were sent to SERN. Me and Daru were put under lenient arrest and separated from Kurisu for 1.5 years. We couldn't confirm whether the other side was alright or not. Though today, Operation Valhalla is the manifestation of our hopes to reach the seemingly distant future and seals our destiny. 0.334581 Alpha World Line. Divergence Divergence 0.334581%. That is the number that I saw right before I was taken away from Akihabara, indicating the current world line fluctuation. Ever since then, Reading Steiner has been completely dormant. December 2011, 7:47 a.m. Even though the institution where Kurisu is being held looks nice at first glance, it is an isolation ward. The rooms which she has been allocated to have cameras on their ceilings. Her privacy is completely ignored, similar to the place where me and Daru have been confined. The facility's corridors, completely desolate, seem like proof of the research done by Daru. With Kurisu by my side, we make our way back to the computer-controlled gate I just came through. The huge security doors have been standing widely open ever since, almost as if they wanted to invite us to leave this place. We walked past the gate and down the corridor. I immediately turned right to an exit I saw on my way into this building. Okabe, that... Kurisu let go of my hand and freezes in place, looking into one of the corridors. A pale expression forms on her face. If I were to do the same, I would see a brawny, middle-aged man lying on the ground. The gates are constantly guarded, and this is the guard of the current shift. About a quarter of an hour ago, I unlocked the gate with the key that I borrowed from him. Did you do that? I only put him to sleep. I clearly state that, subtly implying I'm not like the Rounders. Anyway, let's hurry. The Rounders might already be after us. I can't imagine those perverts taking a look through the security cameras in Kurisu's rooms quite often, so they might already have noticed that something was wrong. Rounders? Her expression changes. They're here too? Wait, of course they are. They're the ones who took us here, after all. What about Hashida? Is he here right now? Don't worry, he's just the usual perverted Daru. He's the one who initiated this plan in the first place. So it's his we're fine then, okay, it's not Okabe's plan. I'm just saying his plans don't tend to work out all that much. It's unexpected for him to be more motivated than you, Okabe. He's powered by his wish to be there for the winter Kamima. Huh? He's wanting to go to Comic-Con. Yep, that's our usual sick pervert. Just like she was back in the day, Kurisu is merciless towards me and Daru. That makes me happy, even though I'm no masochist or anything. Crossing the few remaining metros, we escape outside. Compared to Akihabara, the area near the border of Switzerland and France is very cold. Where are we going? The airport? The Ganavia airport would be just a couple of kilometers away from here, and is probably the best place to go if we want to get to Japan as soon as possible. Therefore, it's what my original plan consisted of, but I came to the conclusion that attempt would have been too risky. No, we're following plan B. Explain in detail, please. We're going to the LHC. A certain companion will come pick us up there. He found a way to gain access to this place? Who is that guy? Daru's acquaintance. We never actually met, but the plan cannot proceed without him. The only thing I know about him is his nickname, which is... I stop and face Kurisu. Neidhardt? Der Blitzschnell. I think he's in Steins Gate 8-bit, which is coming to Switch with Steins Gate Elite. I'm also planning on doing that game at some point. Another lunatic? He calls himself like that even though he's Japanese? Daru said that he's an online gamer from Japan. He once gave me a short explanation on Neidhardt. What game is that? I feel like I've seen it before. Neidhardt, Der Blitzschnell, is a famous Ensu player amongst everyone on the servers, also known for liking Sierra from Bloodtoon. As a fan of Irintan, I really hope I can fight him someday. So he's a famous gamer. But anyway, let's get back to serious business. Shibuya, 2009. Ah! This scared the shit out of me. This scared the ever-living shit. Whose eyes are those eyes? Sound me dar numi. So don't know me. Wait, did they... Wait. 2 years ago, the New Generation Madness murders took place in Shibuya. You remember the craze about espers that came along with them, right? Before the earthquake? Wait. If I remember... I think someone said something about their... Maybe... I don't... Never mind. I'm gonna not say it in case I'm wrong and I sound stupid. You remember the craze about espers that came along with them right before the earthquake? What the what was that? Well, there are rumors that the pale-looking teenage boy found near the destroyed crossroad is Neidhardt. When I told that story to Kurisu, she raised an eyebrow. I didn't hear about the Esper craze. Quite a few people in Shibuya appeared to have a strong belief in so-called psychic powers possessed by a very small group of people back then that believed, gave people hopes those espers would scry them the identity of new gen perpetrator. The craze that happened as a result of that seemed surreal. One night, people acted almost as if they were in a trance, chanting the same words over and over again. Whose eyes are those eyes? Right, you remember the attention that event caused in the media. The images broadcasted on TV looked like an occultic ritual was happening, right? Right there. On one of the most busy streets of Shibuya. That Esper boy, was that the same boy they found in the aftermath of the earthquake? Was that Neidhardt? Perhaps. If so, that would explain a lot about him. Neidhardt, as we know him, is very well versed on the internet, has many powerful connections, and is skilled at many things. Apparently, Daru is quite something, but he's not above Neidhardt. I'm gonna get offended for Daru, but it's true. Is it okay to trust him? The moment I tried to answer, a distant shout reached our ears. After quickly turning around to where the sound was coming from, I saw someone running towards us. Oh, it's a rounder. Damn, they found us out. I grabbed Kurisu's hand and started sprinting. At that moment, bang, a dry sound pierces my ears. A gunshot? Behind the person who I saw first, 2 more armed men showed up. Jesus Christ. Same clothes. All of them look the same. Same clothes, same mask, and the same guns. All of them were pointing guns at us, while shouting something in French. Shots without hesitation, shots without warning. There are limits to how unreasonable one can be. It's obvious that they're not guards. Even from this distance, I can tell that they have built bodies, erasing the possibility of them being particle physics researchers. Which means that they are rounders. Their reaction was faster than I anticipated. Kurisu, run! But they have guns! Kurisu is crouching in fear. After missing the perfect timing to sprint, I grabbed Kurisu's shoulders as if to cover her up. The 3 rounders are about 20 meters away. We're at the end of a road which goes through the area, and the rounders are putting us in a position where we are on one side while they are on the other. If we stop here, they'll call for reinforcements and everything will end before we can escape. However, if we move, they'll shoot us without hesitation. What is the possibility of being hit if I was shot from this distance? I wouldn't mind getting shot. However, the possibility that they would hit Kurisu is not 0. No matter how much I cover her with my own body, I cannot completely erase that chance. While thinking that, I lose my cool. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I gradually start panicking. One guy is already trying to approach us slowly. Should I run? Should I take the shot? I feel like both of those choices will end in failure. The back of my throat fills up with despair, similar to that which I felt when reading Suzuha's letter. A violent urge to vomit. This isn't good. I still haven't gotten over the events that happened over a year and a half ago. At that moment, a car drives by on the road. For a moment, the attention of the men was broken. Now! Before I realized it, I was holding Kurisu's hand and sprinting. Hearing the flying bullets next to my ears, I realized that I'm playing a deadly game. I'm shaking. The fear makes me want to scream, but I clench my teeth and hold it back. If I was hit, I would be dead within mere minutes. Just now, I noticed that too well, which made shivers run down my whole body. You don't die till 2025 as a convergence point. You're fine for now. A certain scene comes back to my mind. On the floor of the lab, Mayuri is lying in a pool of blood. A shocked expression is painted on her face. Lightless and lifeless, her open eyes are glaring at me. My sight is drowned in a blood-red hallucination. Okabe, Mayuri! Protect Mayuri! Oribaru's Chapter 2. Well, as much as I'd love to continue, let's, save. And anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Steins Gate, the Distant Valhalla, Valkyrie's Rebirth. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And remember, I hope you watch the original Steins Gate, or else this will make no fucking sense. But anyway, guys, I will see you later. Peace off. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can check out my previous video here, or even a playlist related to this video here. There is also a video that was picked out by YouTube just for you. And last but not least, you can click here to subscribe. Anyway, guys, my name is Aura, and I'll see you later. Take care.